Good Friday evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Stone Memorial High School in Crossville, Tennessee, where we are set for a District 7 AAA doubleheader as the visiting Upperman Lady Bees and Bees take on the hosting Stone Memorial Lady Panthers and Panthers. I'm Noah McKay on the call here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network, live tonight on the main UCR YouTube channel and the NFHS Network. We welcome you in wherever you are around the world, and we are moments away from tip-off in our first game, the girls' game between the Lady Bees and the Lady Panthers. As we look at these are two teams who are going in very different directions right now. The Lady Bees with a 20-4 overall record. They are 4-1 in District 7 AAA. Currently sit all alone in second place in the district, only one game behind the White County Warriorettes. Their opponents tonight, the Stone Memorial Lady Panthers, are looking to get it rolling, struggling a little bit right now. 7-15 on the season. They are 1-4 and in fifth place in District 7 AAA. Losers of 7 out of their last 8, but all it takes is one game for Stone to turn the tide on the season. But they've got the number 3 ranked team in the Upper Cumberland, number 3 ranked team in the entire state in Class 3A in their way. It's the second time these two teams have gotten together on the season. The first meeting in Baxter, a dominant last 3 quarters for the Lady Bees as they roll to a 71-42 victory. We'll see if history repeats itself or if the Lady Panthers have something to say here tonight. Apologies for the brief pregame show tonight, but we are back to action and we will have all of it for you after a little bit of a frenetic pace. Happy to be along with you this evening. Lady Bees in black, Stone in the home white jerseys. Lead official blows the whistle. Sets, throws it up. Let's get it on in District 7 AAA as the Lady Panthers will control the tip. We'll give you the tee-up starting lineups here momentarily as we get into action. First, for the hosting Lady Panthers of Stone Memorial, number 2, Addison Howard, number 15, Ella Jane May, number 23, Ashley Wittenberg, number 24, Lily Hinch, and number 25, Courtney Hedrick, as driving here, thrown over the shoulder of Wittenberg, no good, and a rebound down to the Lady Bees. The tee-up starting lineup for the Lady Bees tonight, number 11, Sadie South, who trays the 3 and hits it. Sadie South with a Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. Also starting, number 12, Taylor Delenti, number 22, Gracie Butler, number 23, Maggie Butler, and number 41, Ava Mae Allen. Quick 3-0 start for the Lady Bees is again a drive and a block, and a foul will be called as Maggie Butler swatted down on that one. It'll be the first foul of the game. Of course, a lot of people are tuning in tonight to see the boys' game. The two favorites for Mr. Basketball in the gym tonight. Ty Cobb and Cade Capps, round number 2, coming up next after this girls' game as the first free throw rattles through for Ashley Wittenberg, and Stone is on the board. We got plenty of time to talk about that game. Here in the girls' game as Wittenberg goes 2 for 2. You wouldn't know Stone's record from how Upperman was talking about them. They are very much have their attention solely set on them as Taylor Delenti gets the pass ahead after breaking the pressure. No good. Hedrick with the rebound, but then Delenti stole it right back. Found Gracie Butler open on the wing. Over to Ava Mae Allen. Starts to drive. Now floats back again into the mid-range and a flip pass back to Gracie Butler. Gracie against a zone look here for Mike Buck. Goes left side to Sadie South. Now Ava Mae Allen. Allen working around in the zone. Back towards center court. 6:45 to go. We're just getting started tonight here at Crossville. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope it was a good week. It's been a week since the Lady Bees have hit the floor. Stone has been in action on Tuesday and on Saturday. 2 losses against 2 of the top teams in the Upper Cumberland at Pickett County as Allen starts to drive. Now forced back. A very interesting, almost a 1-3-1 look here for Coach Buck. You don't see this a lot, but it can create some havoc as the 3 ball is up, no good. Pops out for Gracie Butler. Empty possession, and now Stone trying to take an advantage. Remember that first meeting, this first quarter, Stone really played well. It was a 2-point game at the end of the first, and then Upperman kind of pulled away into the third quarter, and it got out of hand in that dominant final score. But still, expect this one to be a little bit tighter tonight as the drive in. Now a little shrug we play on. Mid-range jumper, no for May. Tipped out of play. South last touched it. We've got a very, very experienced officiating crew. We did not have that in the first meeting, which really impacted the boys' game. It wasn't even from our area in that game in Baxter. Now that's a charge. Gracie Butler takes the contact, and it'll be the first foul of the game called against Stone Memorial. Goes on Ella Jane May. It'll be her first. Once again, live on the YouTube channel and the NFHS Network tonight. As Butler has it, gives off to Gracie Butler. Gracie floats back. Now a flip pass to Delenti. Swings it to a wide open Sadie South. That's not who you want to leave open. And Sadie South has 2. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 so far for the Lady Bees. And Mike Buck calls timeout. That 1-3-1 can kind of stretch out sometimes and leave the corners available. Sadie South has hit 2 threes. That very abbreviated portion early was the Crouch team with Highlands Lake Real Estate pregame show. We appreciate our sponsors, including our presenting sponsor tonight, Gentry's Power Equipment, your hometown steel dealer. Mitch is tuning in, cheering on the Lady Bees, as is Brad. We welcome you in. 6-2 Upperman early on. One of 3 games to choose from tonight. We've got 3 good ones. Over on the main page, Casey and Jack are in Hogeye Country tonight when Livingston welcomes in Cumberland County. Lady Jets defeated the Lady Wildcats early in the season. That one has big postseason implications. Then another one, Cookeville, going to have 2 tests tonight when they travel to Murfreesboro to take on Stewart's Creek. Jacob Vincent with all the action there on UCR2. And here we are on YouTube tonight, so some great action across the Upper Cumberland. We're bringing it to you this evening. Out of the timeout, Upperman's in the press, and there'll be a push called on Ava Mae Allen. Be her first, team second. 5:31 to go here in quarter number 1. Mentioned those 2 games for Stone against listen, the record is what it is, but they have played an audacious schedule to this point. As there's a nice over-the-shoulder pass from Howard, finds Ella J. May, and the freshman makes the 2, and it's back to a 1-score game. Gracie Butler breaks the press to Maggie. Maggie now back to Gracie. Butler working on, now kicks back to an open South to Delenti now from the top of the circle. Gracie Butler sends over. She has it out of that right corner. And now South again into that corner. That time a little bit better closeout from Lily Hinch. Maggie Butler picks up her dribble, has to wrestle past Hinch, and we'll play on. Gracie Butler has it, finds Allen. Back to an open Taylor Delenti. Passes it up to the corner. Now Delenti thought about the long one, puts the dribble down instead. Now Maggie Butler lines up the tray. That one's no good, too strong. Fight for the rebound, still loose. And Ava Mae Allen wins it. A nice feed to Taylor Delenti and the foul. Hustle play for Allen. And it ends with Taylor Delenti to the stripe to shoot 2. And this one's going to go on May. That's a big one, the second on Ella Jane May. So she'll be forced to the bench, and Serena Baldwin goes to the table. Ella Harrell to the table. BCAP Player of the Week last week off the bench for the Lady Bees. Was really good against Sparta, and then had her career high against Cumberland County. She checks in here. Serena Baldwin did not play in the first meeting. Now this is the big lineup for Coach Mike Buck with her and Courtney Hedrick on the floor as Taylor Delenti rattles home 2 at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. Cora Bass also into the game. It's a 4-point Lady B lead here on the road in Crossville. Great crowd already on hand. We expect it to be as packed as this gigantic gym can get before tip-off in our boys game between the Panthers and the Bees. Wittenberg has it here in the half court for Stone Memorial. Upperman is into their 2-3 zone. Right side pass goes Hench back to Wittenberg. Good ball movement as Hedrick sends it back outside for Brooklyn Lane. That pass off the mark into the backcourt. It was tipped, so we'll play on. Nice behind the back dribble for Wittenberg. Finds Hedrick. Turnaround shot. She's fouled, and she hit it. Courtney Hedrick to the line with a finish on the 2. And it goes on Cora Bass on her way past. Apparently caught the arm of Hedrick, and she will go to try to complete a 3-point play. Hedrick still trying to work her way back in after tearing her ACL in the offseason. She does make the free throw, and it's back to an 8-7 game. And Delenti had not reestablished position inbound, so that's an unforced error. Turnover right back to Stone Memorial. That's what the Lady Panthers want to see tonight. Remember, despite the lopsided results recently, Stone only lost to Sparta in this gym by 9. They've been very competitive in games in district play, and even before. Should be a good one as that pass is off the mark, tipped by Harrell, and Cora Bass runs it down. A turnover back the other way. Bass fires a pass that's tipped. South has it. A little bit of sloppy play on both ends right now. Left side for Cora Bass. Back into this zone. Go Stone Memorial. Gracie Butler with the dribble. Left side for Bass. Back to Butler. Butler fires into Harrell, ricochets, may hit her in the face, and it goes back to Stone Memorial. Pushing the tempo ahead is Ashley Wittenberg. Now running the floor is Baldwin inside, easy 2, and it's a 1-point Lady Panthers lead. Serena Baldwin with a nice run out, hustling down the floor, and out of the timeout by Mike Buck, it's a 5-0 Lady Panthers run. Now wide open is Gracie Butler. She gets the lead back for the Lady Bees as she rattles home the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. Now Baldwin has it as they're trying to break this Upperman Lady Bee pressure. Goes through the hands. They pounce ahead to Hedrick. Hedrick with a fastball over to Hench. She tries to drive inside right into Ella Harrell. Doesn't work out very well, and now we will have a whistle and a foul. It will go on Stone Memorial as they try to get it away from Ella Harrell inside. It goes on Serena Baldwin. That'll be her first. Team's third. Addison Howard back into the game. Courtney Hedrick checking out. Back to action here. Stone trying to press. Cora Bass using her speed to get around it. Now stops, finds Taylor Delenti. Delenti into the corner for South. She's double teamed out of it. Delenti fires a high pass to Harrell. Ella Harrell good for 2. Continuing her play, Ella Harrell with the finish, and Upperman has rattled off 5 straight of their own. Back and forth we go in a seesaw first quarter, nearing 2.5 to play in the opening frame. Now slicing through a couple of defenders. That one's blocked out of play. Lady Bees wanted to travel. They don't get it. Instead, it'll be Stone basketball on the Gracie Butler block. We want to thank all of our sponsors tonight and welcome in once again for another year Swallows Insurance. As an all-inclusive sponsor here at UCR, appreciate them very much. As Howard has it. Howard from the top of the key sends it left side. Now Brooklyn Lane plays hot potato around the circle. Left side, Wittenberg. Upperman's 2-3. Bouncing around. Wittenberg triggers the tray. No long rebound down to Cora Bass. Bass spins away from a trap, and now we'll bring it up. Senior guard Cora Bass off the bench finds Gracie Butler open. She's already hit 1-3. Bass finds Delenti. They're trying to get it into Harrell. Instead, off the dribble. Delenti's 3 no good off the back of the iron. 4-point lead for Upperman. 1:45 to go. Stretch pass ahead finds the target lane. Block. Taylor Delenti swats it. Gracie Butler keeps it in. Now Butler, the Amtrak, has left the station. Gracie Butler weaving through traffic. Flips it over to South. A little bit high. Extra feed Delenti. Back to South in the corner. Hench bouncing around. Harrell inside. Turns baseline. Left-hand lay, no. Well defended by Serena Baldwin. Ahead Addison Howard in transition. Stone picking up the pace a little bit. Baldwin ran the floor for the second time. No. Rebound tipped out. Where's it going? To the Lady Bees with 1:18 to go in the first. Ava Mae Allen back to the table and in for Cora Bass. Ava Mae Allen across the timeline here in Crossville. Happy to be along with you tonight. Always a great night in District 7 AAA. I haven't called a game in a week, so fun to put on the headset again. Flip pass for Ella Harrell. Now back, little give and go, but Allen's too far underneath the basket to go up with it. Instead, she has it from the left wing. She'll activate into the play. Crossover for Allen. Drives into the baseline. Now turns. Ends up wide open. And Ava Mae Allen with the finish. A little rope-a-dope for Allen in the low block. And it's a 6-point game again. Upperman on a little bit of a run after going down. They've scored 7 straight. Howard. Power dribbles inside. Throws up the runner. Couldn't get it. Rebound tipped by Baldwin. Howard has it again. Another senior. Howard turn and a foul. Ella Harrell going to pick up the personal as Addison Howard will go to the line to shoot 2. And it's not on Harrell. They call it on Ava Mae Allen. My apologies. And that is her second. Big call there. Each team has a starter with 2 fouls. First one goes through for Howard. That's her first point of the quarter. And you'll see Cora Bass to the table, check it in. And then there's going to be a sub in for Howard here for this final defensive possession from Coach Buck. She calmly sends 2 through the nylon. And with 21.6 on the clock, it's 15-11 Lady Bees. Stone showing that pressure. Upperman's been pretty good with pressure this year. It's tough to press them with those shooters that they've got. Cora Bass working away from a trap, 14 seconds. Flips a pass over to Taylor Delenti. 10 seconds, back to Bass. Now with 8, she'll go. Bass, 6 seconds, finds Delenti. 2 seconds, Bass gonna have to put up a shot. South will tray it. This would count if it goes. No, it will not. Waved off, and that brings us to the end of a back-and-forth first quarter. After 1, it's Upperman 15, Stone Memorial 11. You're watching the high school basketball game of the week, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman basketball on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
Welcome back. Entering the second quarter of play here in Crossville. It's 15-11 Lady Bees. Stone Memorial trailed early, came back to take a 1-point lead. Upperman ends the quarter on a 7-2 run, and that's where we stand. I'm Noah McKay. The lovely Madison McKay is producing things for us this evening. Sure happy you're along with us. This one's a good game. The boys' game figures to be awesome. 2 of the top 10 teams in the state going at it. And maybe the 2 best players in the state going at it. Cora Bass in the half court finds Maggie Butler. Starters back in for both teams. Sans Cora Bass, who is in for Ava May Allen with 2 fouls. And that will be a foul called for a hold on Brooklyn Lane, who was trying to keep position on Gracie Butler. And she hooked it and got tagged for the first personal on either team here in the second quarter. There is some foul trouble potentially for a couple of players. Mentioned Allen with 2. Ella Jane May has 2. It was a fairly officiated but pretty active first, and now running out of time as Cora Bass gets it in at about 4.99999 seconds to Taylor Delenti. And the Lady Bees going to work. You see Stone trying really hard to not allow Upperman to get set up on their possessions. You got the full court pressure. And now Delenti off the screen, triggers the 3. That one won't go. It's a good look. Rebound down to Courtney Hedrick, and Stone with an opportunity to get it within a couple. Inside Howard, that one's tipped. Now they kick back out. 3 balls on the way. Good, barely hit the net. Through for Ashley Wittenberg. Finishes the triple. 7 minutes to go in the first half. 14-15 our score. Stone hanging tough early on. Gracie Butler finds Cora Bass, now South. Back to Bass. Over to Butler. Not a lot of penetration so far as Maggie Butler's going to trigger another 3. That one no good. Rebound tipped. Who hit it last? They'll say Upperman did, and it will go to Stone. And Danny McWilliams wants timeout to talk about things. A lot of just around the arc passing and then a 3 upcoming for the Lady Bees. That's exactly what Stone wants by kind of clogging the lane with that 1-3-1 zone look. 30-second timeout on the floor. This will be a Swallows Insurance timeout. Keep you updated on the EJ's Barn scoreboard as we have reports coming in from around the area. Mentioned the 2 other games we have live. Over on UCR2 tonight on Facebook, it's Cookeville taking on Stewart's Creek. On the main page tonight, it's a 7 AAA matchup in Livingston between Livingston and Cumberland County. A few big games in districts tonight. DeKalb County and Sparta also playing in this district. Boys game could be interesting. Girls game probably looking at a big Warriorette victory. We'll let you know if anything crazy happens. This Hedrick has it. Sparta looking to bounce back. Smith County got a win over them on Tuesday night on a buzzer beater by Chloe Collins. #1 ranked team number 2 ranked team in the class, getting knocked off by a good Smith County team. That three's no good, but the rebound tipped and a second chance for Stone. Howard tries to turn into the low block, kicks into the corner, over to Wittenberg for her second of the quarter. No, this time the rebound's grabbed by Sadie South. Coach Dana McWilliams says go. South does. Ahead to Cora Bass. Back to Gracie Butler. Wide open three on the way. No. Upperman cold as Delenti flies in for the board. South back to Delenti for three. That one's no good. Upperman ice cold. Another offensive rebound. This time Gracie Butler has it. Stone hoping that cold shooting continues, but a lot of open looks for the Lady Bees as Butler drives and is fouled. Not much Lily Hinch can do on that one. Got a little bit caught up sideways, and she'll send Gracie Butler to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot two. Cassie Crouch, the freshman guard at the table, about to check in here for the Lady Bees. First one on the way for Butler is good. 4 points so far for her. Leading all scorers is Sadie South with 6. Hit 2 threes early on in the first quarter. Next one popped out. It was halfway down before it came out. I got a groan from the road fans. 5:50 to go in the second quarter. Ahead they come in a 2-point game. Lady Panthers trying to drive around Delenti. That pass right to Gracie Butler, and now a 3-on-2 for the Lady Bees. Butler, coast to coast. Gracie Butler over her head, no good. Rebounded by Addison Howard. Howard did a great job of making it difficult. And now a kick pass into the corner. Grab a very interesting scoreboard on the EJ's Barn scoreboard coming up here. As Howard's jump stop sends left side Hinch. Hinch with a pass fake back to Ashley Wittenberg. Maggie Butler to the table for the Lady Bees. The Lady Panthers there as well. Couldn't see her go to the table though, so it'll be a mystery for now. Pass into the mid-range. Hinch throws up the shot. No. Harrell boxes out and gets the rebound. Ahead to Crouch. Cassie Crouch pushing it into the front court. Picks up her dribble. That one's tipped and stolen back the other way. Opportunity for the Lady Panthers. A drive, stop, kick. Hinch has 3 Lady Bees crash. That allows room for Courtney Hedrick for 3. That one's no good. Ella Harrell with another rebound. Had 8 on Friday last week. Has 3 already tonight. Gracie Butler drives. Euros. Right hand, no. Upperman can't buy a bucket. 1 point in the quarter for them. One shot on the other side for Stone. And we are in a stalemate right now. That scoreboard update on the EJ's Barn scoreboard. Cookeville trails Stewart's Creek 25-17. Stewart's Creek with 2 6-foot players dominating in the low block, according to Jacob Vincent, who's on the call there. And now stepping out of bounds on that pass was a Lady Panther. So Upperman gets it back. Serena Baldwin back into the game, as is Ella Jane May, who had to sit for a while with 2 personals. Ella Jane had a really nice game in Baxter. We'll let you know in that Cookeville game. It's a very interesting matchup. Stewart's Creek, they're got an okay record, but the matchup wasn't great for the Lady Cavs. We'll see if that continues or not. 25 points is a ton in 1 quarter. Maggie Butler has it over to Delenti. Now South off a screen. Tries to line one up. Right side Delenti. Now Harrell sets her a screen. Has it outside. Great defense by Stone Memorials. Limited this explosive Upperman offense to 1 point in the quarter. The problem for Stone is they haven't gotten much on the other end, just 1 triple. Now South finds Delenti. Left side. Now they do get it into Harrell, and it's a charge. Lowered the shoulder into Baldwin, and Ella Harrell gets called for the personal, and the Upperman fans don't realize it. Now they do. As they say she shouldered her way in. Dana McWilliams wants another timeout. It's her second of the quarter. And with 3:37 to go, to be a Swallows Insurance 30-second timeout for the Lady Bees. Gracie Butler back to the table, and still a continuation of what we talked about. No driving at all for the Lady Bees. We've had a couple of layups attempted out of the Lady Bees tonight. For Stone, they're working it around the arc, but just haven't found a way to get a good look. And we've had a pretty ugly quarter. And that is an advantage for the home team. They need the game to be a little bit ugly. They don't want it to be a fast-paced, up-and-down game for this Lady Bee offense to get rolling. So right now they're executing. After one on the EJ's Barn scoreboard, Cumberland County leads Livingston 14-4. Sydney Wilhite with 7 points in the first quarter there as they look to sweep the season series against the Lady Wildcats tonight. Again, that's live on the main page. Casey and Jack on the call there. Out of the timeout, Stone right there in it. 2-point game, 3:30 to go in the second. Addison Howard has it. Howard with a crossover. And pardon me, this is Wittenberg. They look exactly the same from this far away, and one's 23 and one is 3. The long hair blocks the number, nearly a double dribble, and instead it's a turnover. They pass it to Coach McWilliams, and possession goes back to the Lady Bees. Now driving the lane is Gracie Butler and is fouled, and that is the third on Ella Jane May. And again, that's when Upperman's at their best. It's predicated around Butler driving, kicking to three-point shooters, finishing inside. Haven't seen much, but now Gracie Butler will return to the Sonia Brown with America Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. Hedrick back at the table, as is Brooklyn Lane. May will have to sit for the next 3 minutes. And the first free throw's no good. Lid on the basket right now for the Lady Bees. Baldwin also checks out here. Both these experienced head coaches working the officials up and down the floor. Second one is good for Butler, and the scoreless drought ends for the Lady Bees. 17-14 is our score. Still don't have a field goal in the quarter. They're ratcheting up the pressure on defense. There's a nice pass ahead to Wittenberg from Howard. Wittenberg drives, puts it behind the back, taken out, no foul. We play on. Lost her balance, I guess, no contact. Ahead to Maggie Butler, her twin founder, and Maggie finishes the 2. That was a nice outlet pass from Gracie Butler, and all of a sudden Upperman's up by 5 at 19-14. And that's the problem if you're Stone. You've played a really nice defensive quarter, and the lead or the deficit has grown, and we have a stoppage. The clock was not running. So everyone was wondering what was going on, but we got to run time off the clock. And I think it's about 10 seconds that needs to go, and that's why 10, there we go. We got it right to 2:25. And we will play on. Put 10 seconds, or his 10 fingers up, everyone went, whoa, what? She was in the half court. No, that's how much time needed to be off the clock. Or just saying, hey, timeout, everybody wait. That pass swatted by Gracie Butler. She tiptoes to keep it in, and Gracie Butler up and under, good. A highlight reel play by the junior. An aggressive steal, and now Mike Buck needs to call timeout. That penetration game hadn't been there. All of a sudden, 22 returns to the floor, and it is for the Lady Bees. She's provided a spark for them, and it is a full Swallows Insurance timeout. We will take it with them. Be back in 30 seconds in the high school basketball game of the week, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Score up there in the EJ's Barn scoreboard. Stewart's Creek still leads Cookeville 31-29, or 23 rather, in the second quarter. Stewart's Creek is just dominating in the low block right now. Kara Lee Gilbert, though, playing really well for the Lady Cavs. We'll keep you updated on that one. We mentioned a 10-point lead, 14-4 at the end of 1 for Cumberland County over Livingston Academy. On the main page, they're at a break right now. When they come back, I'll let you know what the score is of that one. It is 19-11, Cumberland County. And now we have another stoppage as the clock is having some issues here. And 99.9% of the time, so everybody knows, that is as a result of an equipment malfunction, not human error, where they hit the button and it doesn't work. We have the same problem sometimes. So regardless, back to action here. Upperman on a little bit of a run after a very slow start for both teams offensively in the quarter. They push their lead to 7. And they're in the 2-3 zone. Addison Howard gives back to Lily Hinch. Now a flip pass back across. Howard turns. Long three ball on the way. Couldn't get the roll. Rebound tipped. Where's it going? The other way. They'll say Hedrick last touched it. And the Lady Bees will get it back. .85 seconds to go in the second quarter. Maggie Butler has the basketball here. She'll find her twin sister Gracie, who's in a little bit of takeover mode. She's going to pick up the dribble, triggers the tray, no good. Hit the front and went right. 21-14, that's a big miss. Stone does not want to get down double digits to this team. Pass left side, now back top of the circle. Howard trying to solve this zone. Goes to Wittenberg. Her second three of the quarter is good. Ashley Wittenberg, all 6 points in the frame for the Lady Panthers. Back to a 4-point game. Big time shot. Decisive release, and she buried it. That'll work for Stone. 4-point game. Ava Mae Allen with it, sends right side to Maggie Butler. Is Upperman going to hold? Looks like they are, trying to ensure they go into the break with a lead. Butler will wait, and Courtney Hedrick steps towards her, but they really don't want Hedrick going outside against Butler because she's got so much speed she could go around. We'll see what they do. Upperman would love for that to happen. 20 seconds. Down to 17. Hedrick also has to be careful. Nobody around her in the lane. Handoff for Allen, and they'll go with 8. South with it. Back to Butler. Maggie Butler into Gracie. 4 seconds. Back to Maggie. She's open. Stay gives to Gracie. 1 second. Gracie, this would count if it goes, and it's no good. And Stone Memorial very much in the basketball game as we head to the halftime break. After 2, it's Upperman 21, Stone Memorial 17. We'll have Bobby McWilliams on the Happy Hiller Halftime Show when we come back. You're watching the high school basketball game of the week, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Live Oak Insurance and Financial is your one-stop shop for home, auto, commercial, and life insurance. You could be missing out on saving money by bundling your insurance coverage with Erie Insurance through Live Oak. Their insurance experts can manage all your policies in one place while also always being there to answer your questions and make sure you have all the coverage you need to fit your life and your budget. And if you own a business, Live Oak can help protect your business, your workers, and your peace of mind with commercial insurance. Visit liveoaktn.com or call 931-367-LIVE for more information.
I work with Warren County Nursery here in McMinnville, Tennessee.
I'm very passionate about the hay because that's how I take care of my cows.
So I farm here with my dad.
We raise primarily corn, soybeans, and wheat.
By having that in my background and knowing what the customer expects, I know how to cater to the customer.
We're here to provide solutions for our customers.
Going through some of those challenging experiences help you understand maybe the position they're coming from.
Welcome back. It's time for the Happy Hiller Halftime Show. At the break, Upperman's lead over Stone Memorial is 21-17. Mentioned there's a big crowd in attendance, and several of them are here to see the boys' game between Upperman and Stone Memorial. We're joined by Upperman head coach Bobby McWilliams. Coach, thanks as always for taking some time. First off, first time really this season you had a few days off without a game to play. What was this last week like for your guys, and do you think that could be a net positive for you to finally be able to actually get some real practices in?
Yeah, well, you know, we used it first of all to kind of heal up a little bit. We took a couple days off, which we needed desperately, and hopefully that'll help us, you know, moving forward. But, you know, you always worry after you've had a short layoff like that, you know, how your team will respond if you'll – but, you know, if you'll be playing, you know, and clicking, I guess you would say. But for us, we just felt like it was a good time for us to be able to take a couple days and rest up a little bit and try to let our bodies heal some. And that's what we did, and got back to work this, you know, the first of the week. And, you know, we had some good practices. So we were able to clean up a few things, and hopefully that'll really help us going forward.
You finished the first lap through the district, undefeated in district play. You're in a great spot sitting in first place, and yet if you don't get the result you're looking for tonight, it's all open again. What are you expecting to see tonight, knowing that Stone has their backs against the wall a little bit, and the work you did the first 2 weeks of district play is great, but this one's really important this evening?
Yeah, you know, and seems like we say this every night, every year. You've got to win your next game. and that's where we're at. We need to win tonight, no doubt, as far as placement in the district. But it is what it is. You expect it to go down to the last week every year, and it typically does. But hopefully we can play well and somehow figure out a way to get a win here, and that would be really big for us going forward in the district race.
Ty has been out of this world. Last week scored 87 points in 2 games, but each game is different. For you guys to be at your best, do you need him to be that level of dominant scorer, or is it more of the getting everybody involved approach? Because at a certain point, you can't get everybody involved and score 45, but you love a kid to score 45.
Sure, I've said it before that he feels his way through the game. He had 45 points on 18 shots.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and so it's not like he's dominating dominating our shots, because he's really not. He's also too in the process of all this. He leads our team ever, but there's more to his game than just getting points on the board. So he's going to feel his way through, and he's going to do what he thinks is necessary in order for his team to win. That's how he's always played, and he'll continue to do that. We have some pretty capable guys, outside of him, and they've